Hi, everybody, and welcome to EdTech Chattin' 2, episode number 19. My friends, we're almost in the 20s. This is great. It's exciting. And I'm excited to be sharing some information with you today, along with the EdTech Chattin' 2 podcast team. Always with me is Mike from Pennsylvania.
Hi, everyone.
And today we have Micah from Kansas as well.
Hi, guys.
And our other team, they're all kind of here, there, and everywhere. So we have a special guest for us this week. We have Haley from Farm Academy.
Hi, everyone.
And Haley's going to be sharing with us an amazing Skype opportunity that was actually a tool called Blue Jeans, but a video conferencing activity that you and your students can participate in as well. So we're excited to have you, Haley. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Okay, Haley, we've got some things that we're excited for you to share. You might want to start with where you're located. Let's start there.
Okay, so I am in the state of California in Kings County. The town I live in is Hanford. It's very rural. There's a lot of agriculture that takes place here. And so Farm Academy Live was created here. Now, it's an international video conferencing program. And so we can go all over the United States, and we're also going international. So we're going to South Korea the week of Thanksgiving, and we've gone to Canada and Australia in the past. So that's a little bit about where we are.
That's awesome. And why don't you tell them about the programs?
Okay, so Farm Academy Live offers 3 different programs, one on dairy, one on cotton, and one on food and nutrition. Food and nutrition should be up and running in January. The cotton and milk processing videos talk about how we get from a plant to the clothes we wear, or from the dairy to how we get milk and how we drink it. And so all of the processes in between are highlighted through either PowerPoint presentations, including pictures or videos. And then obviously I'm the teacher, so it's all interactive and it's live. And so it's not someone standing in front just talking for 45 minutes, boring the students to death. It's interactive, so we ask questions, the students answer them, and we send raw product into the classroom. So for our cotton program, we send cotton seeds in lint. And so it's like an entire bowl that the kids get to touch and feel, and then they'll pick the seeds out, kind of talking about how we used to do things, and then moving on to the Industrial Revolution and how we do things now with machines. So the kids get to experience that. It's really hands-on activity that they enjoy. And then for our dairy program, we have cow feed that we send. And so we send alfalfa hay, cotton seeds, and rolled corn into the classroom. The kids also get to touch and feel those, kind of come up with adjectives to describe them, see what they are, kind of guess, because a lot of kids won't know. And then together we'll make what we call a mixed ration, which is what we feed to the dairy cattle. So it's pretty neat, definitely hands-on, even though it's over the internet, it is live and again hands-on, and so that's why we ask that individual schedule 2 weeks in advance, just to give us some time to make sure that the products get there, and then also to connect to Blue Jeans. And so think Skype. It's very similar. It's just a different alternative that allows us to connect with anyone and any basic technology. And so a long time ago, we had a Polycom system. You could only connect Polycom to Polycom. Well, Blue Jeans allows us to connect our system with any teacher's basic system. So you would just need a computer with internet access to be able to connect to Blue Jeans, and then a projector and a screen to project me onto the board or onto the wall, and then speakers so that the students can hear me, and a microphone so I can hear the students when they respond. And so it only really takes the basic necessities, so we tried to make it accessible to all of the teachers. So that's pretty much our programs in a nutshell.
And what I'm excited about, just listening to you for the first time, because we've never met before, is, I heard you mention, adjectives, and you could easily turn this into a writing activity. You've certainly got science covered. I'm sure that you could work math into the things that you're doing. You talked about history, the Industrial Revolution. Like, this really could fit any curriculum area.
Yes, and that is what we really wanted to do going forth, is make a program that the teachers feel worthy is using in their classroom. So in all of our programs, we try to hit each discipline. So we will have science, history, math, English, and each one of those. It might not be in abundance, but it gives the teacher something to go off of, and it is developed to meet the Common Core state standards. Right now, we're geared K through 5, but they're more aligned 3rd to 4th grade. So if there's someone kindergarten for a second, we might have to take out a few things in the programs, but we're very flexible and adaptable in that way.
I just love it. Now, Micah, you work with a lot of primary teachers. What do you think they're going to think automatically?
Yes, please.
That's great.
Too cool. Like you talked about sending some products, and I love that you guys recognize that those kids need those hands-on experience and interactive experience. Very, very cool. They're gonna want this.
Well, and Mike and I are big Disney nerds, okay? So we understand a great experience for kids is not just two-dimensional, but four-dimensional. So now you've got seeing you, hearing you, and then they can touch and smell. So you've really hit all aspects of the experience, which I think is amazing. I have not seen that in other Skype or any sort of video conferencing experiences. Have you, too?
No.
Mike?
Yes. It's rare. There have been a couple of experiences that we've had that were really excellent, but a lot of times you do get someone that's just a talking head, and there's not a whole lot there otherwise. But this sounds like the complete package. I think this would really be engaging for students.
Can I just add something to the mix here and say that you get all of this and it's free, that all of our classes are free. We intend to continue providing them for free. We have a lot of great support and sponsors from within the ag industry, the dairy and the cotton industry and food companies. So it's been a great opportunity for us to provide this to as many people as possible at no cost, and we're planning to keep it that way also. One question I would have for you guys is what would you say is say the ratio or the percentage of classes that you get that are free versus ones that you have to pay for?
Yeah, well,
Mike? Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Your favorite friends. You know, and what I've found personally is, you know, we seek out free opportunities because there's just not a whole lot of room in our budget to do other things. And so the couple of times where we've reached and said, all right, this sounds really great, we're going to do it even though it costs money, what I've found is that there's no guarantee that it's any better than free programs. And so, you know, I think what you're offering for the price that you're offering at is something that was wildly appealing to elementary schools.
Yeah, great.
Micah, what would you say?
I totally agree. Teachers love free things, and so of course we seek that out, like Mike said, first. And this just sounds amazing.
Definitely. And I can say we've only paid for one other experience so far in our district, and it was very good. But I have to tell you, your program sounds one of the more dynamic of any experience that we've had. So I'm very excited about tapping into your resource. So can you kind of give us a tour of your facility?
Yes. Okay, so behind me is a touch screen, and so this will allow me to touch and maneuver, and I can click from slide to slide here just by touching it. It also is programmed with an item that I can physically write either a math problem out or a vocab word if needed, and so that's pretty neat. So this is our touch screen, and we do have these mats, and as I move around the room, it triggers it to go from point to point. So as I move here, it'll follow me here, and then I'll move over next to the dot cam. And so we also have little triggers on buttons, and so one of them could be the presenter button, for example, so it'll instantly zoom into me so that I can talk to the kids and be more up close and in depth. We also have the dot cam. Is the dot cam working today? No, not yet.
I thought I turned it on. Lights are on.
Everything's on, but for some reason we're having issues with the way the dot cam seems to come through. Sorry about that. We all need to fix that, but we'll have the dot cam.
Do picture-in-picture, and I'll see if I can get it fixed while you're doing it here.
Okay. Dino's going to try and fix it. He is the technology guru. But so we'll display the items underneath the dot cam here, and so the kids will get a closer view on it. For instance, in the cotton program, it's really helpful when it comes to the label activity we do at the end of the program. It's pretty cool. Now we're off screen. Hold on.
Put you back on. Yeah, that's weird. Glad I came in here today.
Okay, sorry guys, we're going to go over here. Obviously, with technology, there's always going to be issues.
Yeah, as technology teachers, we're very familiar with what you're going through right now. So.
Are we still dark, huh?
Okay,
That's
one
weird.
moment.
We've never done that before. All these classes, the first time we broke it.
So Harry, while you're working on that, do you find that you get a lot of inner city?
Just keep talking and I'll fiddle with it. I'm going to recycle it. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that for me?
Yeah, do you find, like, I live in a pretty agricultural, rural area up here, and certainly your program would be great for us, but I could see how this would be a real benefit to kids in inner city schools. Do you find that kids in urban areas, are really interested in connecting with you?
Honestly, the majority of the individuals I've connected with so far seem to have some form of agricultural background. A lot of them are in agricultural regions, and I think that's why the teachers find it interesting, because they themselves know a little bit about agriculture, so they can include this into a lesson they're already doing and they feel comfortable enough to use it. Our goal is to get into more urban areas where individuals don't know as much about agriculture. So in California, we're pushing to get into like the LA County schools, where those students may or may not ever see dairy cows or cotton fields, those types of things. And so there we go, we're back on. Sorry about that. And so, I mean, it's kind of up in the air as to whether or not we'll get more urban schools. We're just hoping that will in fact occur.
Yeah, I could see that being a huge benefit for kids. I mean, I grew up in a more urban area and then moved to a rural area. This would have been amazing for me as a student in elementary school to have these experiences that weren't available to me, in the area that I was at.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. I grew up on a farm, and so sometimes you start to take these things for granted, that you actually know where your food and fiber comes from, and the majority don't. And so we'll ask them, well, where'd your t-shirt come from? Oh, well, it came from, the local grocery store, or like the local Walmart. And then where'd your food come? Oh, from the local grocery store. And they don't really understand the individuals behind that work to create these things for them to be able to have them. So that's what we try to do during our programs. We try to bring in a dairyman and then 3 generations of cotton farmers, so the kids get to see the people that work behind creating these products for them.
That's awesome. And you're working on a new lesson for later this year as well.
Yes, and so we're working on a lesson for food and nutrition. We understand that there's a high demand for curriculum that goes over the 5 food groups and their daily serving requirements, and that sometimes teachers have a hard time incorporating that into their classroom, but ultimately relating the food that they eat to the farmer it comes from. And so we are going to do something like this, in the sense of a mock version of, okay, here's the United States, here are all the states, in these states there are all of these farmers, and these farmers grow pork and beef and carrots and lettuce, and give the students kind of like mini baseball cards, but it'll be with a farmer and then what they grow and about that product, and then the kids get to build a healthy taco. So it's all about making good food choices. So we'll do one together, showing them what is healthy, good healthy options, what to pick, and then we'll allow them to do one in return. And so they can choose Farmer John from California, who has dairy, or they can choose Farmer Mary from Texas, who has beef or something, and they can incorporate that into their tacos. So they get to pick where their food essentially comes from and then what farmer grows that product. So we're trying to relate food back to the individual it comes from.
There.
So here's the question I think that everyone watching would probably have right now. How do they sign up?
How do they sign up? So that's pretty easy. I can actually go online real quick and show you guys. Sorry, we're still messing with the .cam technology. Our website. And so hopefully this is up and running and goes rather quickly, but it's called farm-academy.org. And so this is what it looks like. So this is our website, and you can scroll. You can kind of get a feel of the courses. Oops, sorry. The different courses, and then you can connect to the different tabs up here. So you'll go to the scheduling tab, and you'll scroll, and it'll ask you to put in your time zone, and so you just insert your time zone. So we'll just do Pacific because that's where I'm at. You'll click OK. It'll show you the month, and so if a date or time is blocked out, that probably means that there's a class already scheduled for that. But let's go to the 13th. So you can select from any one of these times. Say I want 11 a.m., click Next. You fill out your information, and then you simply click Done, and it sends your request to me. And so I'll process the request, I'll accept it, and then I'll send you a request to link to us via BlueJeans. And so you'll just get a request, you'll click on the link, download the plugin, and be able to connect with us. And we do encourage everyone to do test calls, and so we can set those up prior to the actual date we're scheduled to go to make sure that BlueJeans is in fact working and that the teacher can connect to it. But so it is very, very simple and very basic, and it is, again, farm-academy.org.
Fantastic. And if you could say one thing that you think is very special about your program, the things that why teachers should definitely connect, what do you think is that one thing that every teacher should know about you?
Personally, I think that everyone should learn about where their food and fiber comes from, and through our programs, the students learn that in a very fun and interactive environment where things are hands-on and it's live, and they get to watch different videos and are taken step by step through the processes. It's all here in one 45-minute session.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, Haley, I'm going to have you go on mute for just a little bit, if that's okay. And Mike, what are good things happening in our Skype project these days?
So we just finished week 2 of the video message exchange, and this is my favorite project that we've ever done so far. I just get so excited when new videos are coming in, and to see the creativity that students around the world are using to build videos to share their location and the things that they care about in their hometown with us has been really cool. So we actually have 2 videos that we're going to highlight for you this week. One of them is from my hometown of Newfoundland, Pennsylvania, and one of them is from a town called Surat in India. So let me share my screen. And hopefully everyone can see my screen now. And this first one is the video from India.
Hello everyone, I'm Ashika Mistry from grade 9. I'm Smriti Marwal from grade 9. And I'm Surana from grade 9. Today we want to and it is known as the bridge city because it has the most number of bridges, and it is one of the, and many more bridges are yet. It is also called the Metro City, for it has a very big population, probably, and comes one of top 10 markets. The river has the worship place, which is the Tapti River, where many people go and worship. Then there's the ONGC plant, that ONGC plant has that massive plastic plant, and the whole Africa area has many such plants that make it a big industrial area. like Swali Beach, Tumas Beach.
During weekend, you will usually find people in Surat moving around different malls shopping or moving around different cinema halls watching movies.
So that's...
And the audio wasn't so great that we could hear it very well, but the photos were pretty amazing. But looks like there's lots of good things from cinema to textiles, lots of good things happening in India.
Yeah, our students were surprised at how much that video looked a lot like places in the United States. Surprised?
Interesting. What did they say?
Yeah, especially the last couple of pictures of the mall. They said, that looks like a mall we could go to around here.
Sure enough.
So here's the second video, and hopefully the audio will be a little better on this one.
Okay.
This
if
is
not,
from my...
Can we embed them on our blog as well?
We can. We can make sure that we put them in the show notes so people can watch them, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here's northeastern Pennsylvania.
We are Mrs. Lewis class in the Southern Pennsylvania United States. This is a video about our community. Hi, my name is Sandy. I'm John. And I'm Scarlett. And I'm Anastasia. This is why we love the park so much. We love our park to go to the Carlton Drake Memorial Park because we have a nature trail with an exquisite river and spectacular wildlife. We also have a very nice playground with many soccer and baseball fields. Every year at our creek, they hold a fishing competition. And if you catch a tagged fish, you get a prize. I'm Liam.
And I'm Wyatt. And I'm Josh. If you're in our school, if you're in our community, you have to see our school. It's in the middle of our town. Our school has an awesome playground and great teachers. It has grades K through 5. Our school is one of a kind and a great part of our community.
Hi, I'm Alexa. Hi, I'm Mackenzie. And I'm Sarah. And today we're going to talk to you about Lake Paul Path. At Lake Paul Path, you can get ski, fish, relax on your boat, and even scuba dive if you have the right gear. You can swim and go tubing in the fresh water with no sharks. It's beautiful when you see the sunset and sunrise over the lake. That's all about our place. Thank you. Hi, I'm Marissa. And I'm Alexis. And I'm Julia. And I'm Megan. And we're going to tell you about Promised Land State Park. Some of our favorite activities to do there are camp, hike, hang out on the beach, and play on the playground. The camping sites are really nice there. The beach is super relaxing. And the playground is really fun. The hikes and trails are fun and exciting. So if you ever visit Promised Land State Park, we hope you have a good time. I'm Dana.
And I'm Aaron. And I'm Seth. If you visit our community, you should go to the GDS Fair. At the GDS Fair, there's great foods, rides, and games. Some popular rides are the Typhoon, Hang Glider, Gravitron, Zipper, and the Roundup. The prizes you can win from the games are giant stuffed animals, little stuffed animals, and even goldfish. Some foods are funnel cake, corn dogs, ice cream, cotton candy, and even fried orange.
They did a great job, Mike.
Yeah, I was very impressed. They did a wonderful job, and they did all the work there. They chose the pictures, wrote the facts that they wanted to share, and then they did the video recording. I was just there supervising, so that was great.
I love the video postcard. What do you think, Micah?
Love it. I want to go win a goldfish now. Very persuasive.
It's great. And Haley, just to catch up to speed, we have how many countries involved in this one?
Right now we have 23 classrooms, all 6 continents, probably about a dozen different countries that are participating.
And they're all telling about their communities. So every week they have a new question that they're asked and they respond to it in video. So we'll have to share the link so you can check it out. And we just sent out the new request for week 3, which is what, Mike?
I believe that Andrea recorded the message this morning, and it was for each different classrooms to share some of the unique celebrations in their area.
Awesome. I can't wait to see it, especially when one of our classrooms in Canada had Thanksgiving last week. So I hope that they do share that information. I'm interested to compare Thanksgiving in Canada to the United States. I think it's going to be awesome. What has been your favorite piece of the whole project, Micah?
I think just seeing all the different kids in these places and showing our children that they are alike and they have things in common, and just getting them to see that their kids like them and other things outside of their own community.
It's awesome. Okay, Mike, is there anything else that we need to mention before we do our last roundtable?
No, I think we've got everything.
Okay, so Haley, this is the part where you come in one more time. And we do a roundtable of what's for lunch, because this is the EdTech Chat and Chew. We do it over our lunch hours. So what are you having for lunch today, Miss Haley?
Honestly, I haven't gotten there yet, but it'll probably be a sandwich.
Sandwich sounds good. Mike, what's for lunch in Pennsylvania today?
I had a salad made up of greens that were purchased at the local farmer's market and all locally grown, and some Greek yogurt.
That sounds delicious. Okay, Micah, what are you having?
I am getting ready to heat up some leftover homemade beef stroganoff.
Oh, that sounds good too. And Mrs. Smoke, well, she's going to be having almond butter sandwich. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, my friends, we'll see you next time. And thank you, Haley, for joining us and sharing your good information. We all can't wait to connect. And we'll see you guys next time on EdTech Chat and Chew. See ya.
Bye-bye.